Hello and welcome to part 33 of this video series. In this video, we will learn about abstract class. Data abstraction is a process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. What does it mean? What do we mean by hiding certain details and showing only essential details to the user? Data abstraction defined as the process of identifying only the required characteristics of an object and ignoring the irrelevant details. Let's understand this with a real life example. Consider an ATM machine. When the user visits an ATM machine, the user only knows that in ATM machine, first we have to enter our ATM card, then we need to enter our PIN code, and then we need to enter the amount that we want to withdraw, and at the last we have to collect the money. Here the user does not know about the inner mechanism of the ATM or the implementation of withdrawing money, like how the ATM will connect to the bank server, how it will make the withdrawal, and how it will update the balance once the withdrawal is done. The user just simply knows how to operate the ATM machine. This is called abstraction. We are hiding the complexity, or we are hiding the certain details from the user and showing only the essential information that the user needs. In C Sharp, we can use abstract keyword to create classes and methods. Let's first see the abstract class. It is a restricted class that cannot be used to create objects. To access it, it must be inherited from another class. And an abstract method can only be used in an abstract class, and it does not have a body. The body is provided by the derived class. Let's go to Visual Studio and understand the concept of abstract class and abstract methods. I have opened up my Visual Studio. Now let's try to create an abstract class. To create an abstract class, we need to use the abstract keyword public abstract class, and let's call it employee base. Okay, so we have created our first abstract class. So there are some features of abstract class. Let's first try to understand what are those features. First of all, you cannot create an object of abstract class. If I try to create an object, employee base equal to new employee base, we will get the compilation error. And if you read the error message, it will say cannot create an instance of the abstract type employee base. So we are not allowed to create objects of abstract class because abstract class is only meant for inheritance. It cannot be directly used in our program. Let's try to create an class and inherit our abstract class in that. Now what I can do, instead of creating the employee base object, I can create my part-time employee object, and this is allowed because part-time employee is inheriting employee base class. So we can say employee base equal to employee. So basically we are creating an variable of employee base type and storing an part-time employee object in that. And guys, again, it is allowed because of polymorphism. Okay, so this is the first characteristic of abstract class. We cannot create objects of it. Okay, class cannot be initiated. Second one, an abstract class can only be used as base class. That we have seen, we have used the abstract class as our parent class in our part-time employee class. An abstract class cannot be sealed. If you remember from last video, we have seen the keyword sealed. If a class is marked as sealed, that cannot be inherited. Let's try to mark this class as sealed. If you notice, we are getting the error already. It will say an abstract type cannot be sealed or static because our class is meant for inheritance. We cannot mark our class as sealed, so it is not allowed. An abstract class may contain abstract members like methods, properties, indexers, events, but not mandatory. In abstract class, we can have abstract members, but we can also have non-abstract members also. So in this class, in my abstract employee base class, I can create my abstract method print name. Okay, so it is allowed. But if you notice, we are getting an error message here. We have inherited employee base class, which is having an abstract method print name. An abstract method is nothing but a declaration. It is not a complete method. It is responsibility of the child classes to provide the implementation of abstract methods. If you read the message here, it says part-time employee does not implement inherited abstract member print name method. So just like an interface, we have to provide the definition of print name method also. So let's create a method public void. So I have added a method print name, but if you notice, we are still getting the error because we have to use the override keyword. So this is the one difference between interface and abstract class. Whenever we are implementing methods from an interface, we don't provide the override keyword, but in case of abstract class, we have to provide the override keyword. So this is how I can create an abstract method and implement that method in child class. And our abstract class can also have methods that are not abstract. Let me try to create a normal method. If you notice, it is allowed. It is not giving us any compilation error. And we can have our non-abstract members also in a class. But what will happen if I try to create an abstract method in a class that is not abstract? It is not allowed. If I try to create public abstract void method one, you will notice we are getting their message. It will say cannot declare a body because it is marked abstract. And also method one is abstract, but it is contained in a non-abstract type. So it is not allowed. We can only have abstract members in an abstract class. Fifth point is an abstract class can have both abstract and regular members. That also we have seen. A non-abstract class derived from an abstract class must provide implementation of all the inherited abstract member. That also we have seen in this video. If you again notice here, we have this print name method as abstract, and C# compiler will force us to implement that method in our base class if we are inheriting employee base class. Okay, now let's try to understand in detail what will happen when we are inheriting an abstract class. So if a class inherits an abstract class, there are two options. Option 1, we have to provide the implementation for all the abstract members inherited from the base abstract class. Okay, so this is the first option. If you notice in Visual Studio, we had this one abstract method and we have to provide the implementation of that one abstract method in our child class. So this was option 1. Second option, if the class does not wish to provide implementation for all the abstract members inherited from the abstract class, then the class has to be marked as abstract. What does it mean? If I don't provide the implementation of printName method, what is the other option I have? I can mark this particular class as abstract. Okay. So one abstract class can inherit other abstract class. So this is the option 2. Now let's try to understand in detail what is an abstract method. An abstract method is a method without a body. If you remember from past videos, if a method is marked as virtual, that can be overridden by the child classes. That is what happening here. The method abstract print name is a virtual method, and we are not using the virtual keyword here, but at the backend C# will mark it as virtual. That's why we are allowed to inherit the abstract class, and when we are implementing this method, we have to use the override keyword. This is the print name method, and when I am implementing it, I have to provide the override keyword because print name method is by default a virtual method. The implementation of an abstract method is done by the derived class that we have already seen. When the derived class inherits the abstract method from the abstract class, it must override the abstract method. This requirement is enforced at compile time. and it is also called as dynamic polymorphism that we have already seen in this video. C# compiler will enforce us to implement the abstract methods in the child class. And guys, if you notice here, the abstract classes and interfaces will look pretty much similar, but there are a lot of differences between an abstract class and an interface that we will understand in the next video.